So Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band has a documentary come out called Road Diary, directed by Tom Zimmy. And Bruce was saying like how much he really likes this director. I have a feeling they'll probably do something else. Now Bruce is 75 years old, so there's an ABC special prior to the documentary, and George Stephanopoulos is interviewing Bruce, and then they show a clip of him in concert. And I don't know how recent this concert is. Could be this year, could be last year, but he was either 74 or 75. And Bruce is doing this old Southern Baptist thing he does so well. And he said, and the drummer, and the saxophonist, and that man over there. I was like, my God, how does this dude have so much energy at 75 years old? I'm watching wrestling going like this. Oh, what happened? I am so confused how Bruce Springsteen has way more energy at 75 than I do at my age. And I'm way younger than Bruce. Not that much younger, but I'm way younger than this dude. And it's absolutely amazing that this man has so much energy. Like, I don't know if does he work out? Does he do Pilates? Does he eat a lot of spinach? I almost wish that Bruce Springsteen put out a book like what his workout regime is. Or maybe it's just him. Like, he's doing this at 75. He's still doing 3-hour concerts at 75. I can't even imagine when he was like 25 years old and he had all this boundless energy, like how long his shows were. Like, he probably was doing 4 to 5 hour shows. Like, I remember watching that Rosalita video years ago. And that dude was like near exhaustion on the stage. And I kind of miss that. I miss seeing an artist who not only puts on a great concert, but give you one of the best concerts in your life. Give you a concert where that person is almost pushing themselves to exhaustion to entertain you. And this person is doing this night after night after night. He's doing this in New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, LA, Green Bay, Miami, Atlanta, like Texas, like every single night. This guy is giving you everything he has. And I don't think artists today do this. I think artists today, they perform. I think the top artists today perform at the best of their ability, and I think they give a really good show. But guys like Springsteen don't exist anymore. Prince was like that. Prince would perform 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then go to a club and perform for another 2 hours because he just loved performing. He loved music. And when I hear artists today, I don't know how many of them actually say, I love music. Very few. I think for a lot of people, music is a job, just like for a lot of athletes. Like, I think sometimes sports fans feel like athletes should feel like they do about playing a sport. And it's like, well, you should be more passionate and you should not go out. It's like, dude, for a lot of these guys, they might like their job. I mean, they might like playing maybe football or basketball, but it's their job. You might get paid really well at your job, but do you love your job? No. There's a lot of people who make 6 figures and they'll never leave their job because it's like, I'm not leaving this job. I'm making 6 figures. But do they love their job? No. They're ready to go home. And the same thing when guys play sports, a lot of them. Guys like Tom Brady, Tom Brady was willing to lose his wife over playing football. Now, they had other issues, like her cheating. That little nugget. But he loved playing football. The only reason he stopped is that he just couldn't play at the level that he can succeed at. LeBron James is the same way. At a certain point, LeBron James could retire. Even before the whole thing with Bronny. LeBron could have retired last year. But because it's 82 games and the playoffs. I don't care what he says. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body after all these years. And he just played in the Olympics this year. But he loves playing basketball. It's the people who love what they do, like they say, it's not work. And someone like Springsteen, it's not work. He loves entertaining his fans. And his fans has basically heard a lot of these same songs over and over and over again, but they keep on coming back because they know he's going to give every ounce of his body to the fans. The fascinating thing about Springsteen is like when he popped up, initially, I mean, he didn't sound like anybody else. Like, there's guys post Springsteen that you can look at, like Bob Seger in Cleveland. There was a the Michael Stanley band, where you can see that a Bruce Springsteen-ish type thing with them. You know, almost like the ultimate bar band that you enjoy in your town. That's just great. Um, but Bruce had his own sound from the very beginning. Like, he had Clarence Clemens on the saxophone. He has all these guys, got keyboardists, got bassists, got drummers, got he got. It's almost like, in a lot of ways, he kind of reminds me of James Brown when James Brown was at his peak. And James Brown, basically, the model for James Brown was like the big bands, like Duke Ellington, where you had the conductor in his big band, and Bruce is the conductor of the E Street Band, just like James Brown was the conductor of his band. Prince was the conductor of the Revolution. Like, there's a thing where it's like a symphony for these guys. And there's always stories about Prince being hard on his band, and James Brown. But Bruce is the same way. Like, he's not as bad as them because they still love and respect Bruce. But at the same time, it is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. There's a level of excellence that he wanted from the band, even when he was making those recordings in the 70s, that they would go over the same things over and over and over again. It's like, no, this drum that snare doesn't sound right. Like, they would spend hours on a snare because this dude, there's something that he has in his head. There's a sound that he has in his head that, until it was perfected, that he was not satisfied. And that's him in the studio making albums. I can't imagine, maybe not so much now, but during his peak, the rehearsals that they went through. There's a reason I saw PBS had a Purple Rain concert, and the Revolution was so tight, but that was hours upon hours upon hours of rehearsals. And I do wonder what the Bruce Springsteen rehearsal was like, because I'm sure there's things out there. If you're a Springsteen fan, I'm sure you can point to me like videos or articles or even books where they talked about the practices of Bruce Springsteen and the East Street Band. But that level of dedication, I think, is still there. Like Taylor Swift has a big tour, right? So I'm sure she demands excellence out of her tour. And it's very polished, very polished. But when you see a guy like Springsteen, where they just break off into different songs, or they're playing till the lights completely shut off, like, it's a totally different thing that you're experiencing. Like, the reason he talks like he's a pastor, because to him, this congregation is the audience. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say like I'm the biggest Bruce fan. Like, I mean, I respect Bruce. I like Bruce a lot. So I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I follow Springsteen on tours. Like, no, like, I respect the dude a lot for his musicality. I respect the dude for his dedication to music. But this guy is a last of a breed who loves music. It's not about branding. It's not about how many likes. It's not about a viral moment. His viral moment is seeing the fans be happy. His viral moment is seeing people just shaking their head, thinking like, my God, like, what did we just see? His moment is a dude his same age looking at him, is like, damn, what's wrong with me? I'm 75 and I'm tired. And this dude's performing 3 hours a night. So I don't know much about Road Diary. Eventually I will check it out. Bruce seems pretty ecstatic about it, so I think I will eventually check it out. Probably over the holiday, I'll probably check it out. But if you're a Bruce Springsteen fan, tell me about seeing him in concert. Tell me your 5 favorite tracks by The Boss. And what is your favorite Bruce Springsteen album?